Hey guys, my name is Ben from Release Expert and welcome to week 3 of my weekly release calendar where I cover all the top sneaker releases of the week through the lens of my desktop. So I prepared this document for you guys so it's easily digestible. I outline all the top releases on this doc that is going to be in the description of this video, and I'll be doing this every week and hopefully you guys could follow along the journey. We're going to cover every single week throughout the year. We did this last year on TikTok in a short-term format. This time, let's do it through a YouTube video. So looking at my desktop, let's go through all the releases. So what we have here is we have Valentine's Day coming up in a month. The big brands are already preparing for that holiday. So we have the first 4 shoes releasing on Monday are Valentine's Day theme shoes. So let's quickly take a look at these. Some are actually, it looks like most of these are either women's or grade school. So be for smaller sizes, more of a gift for the ladies out there. But this one's this nice felt Air Force One. Kind of reminds me of a teddy bear actually. Oh look, the heel detail is pretty nice. To you from Nike. No, this is a great shoe. I don't foresee it reselling for too much, right? But this is definitely an easy gift to give to your loved ones, your significant other, right? So this released on Monday. These shouldn't sell out. Retailing for $100. Moving on. Now this one's a little more plain. This is just a Dunk Low in grade school sizes. It looks like it's just corduroy and suede. Kind of the same theme, but this one's a little more underwhelming. And yeah, retail price 100 and goes down to toddler. So releasing, I guess we had certain places released it on Monday, but they're going to see another release on the 4th of February. And then see, Adidas is also trying to compete, right? So they drop it on the same exact day, which is kind of interesting. These are just superstars, but XLG, so just with the heel or the elevated midsole. Same theme, right? It's going to be a consistent theme you're going to see in the next Adidas shoe. This is the Gazelle. This is, this actually obviously looks like a Samba. It's pretty low to the ground like a Samba. It's just the toe box is a little different. But I like the shade of pink more than like a hot pink. So nice shoe to gift. If I didn't know this is a Valentine's Day shoe, yeah, this would just be a great casual pink pair. Now this is for you footballers out there. This is the Air Zoom, and footballers as in the European definition, soccer players, right? Air Zoom Mercurial Superfly 9 Elite. Now this is like Nike's top line football soccer shoe, retailing for $310. So better make me faster than I already am, or it better make me so much better at soccer to justify that price. But these sold out, and you'll see later on this theme right here, this OG purple theme. We are actually going to see a normal Air Max Plus of the same shoe. So this is inspired off of the OG Air Max Plus colorway in this vault purple. Moving on to Tuesday, nothing too special. We have some Zion 3s. Some releases I might not click into because there's just so many sometimes. But Zion 3, no guts. It's just this vault and white colorway. Nothing too special here. One thing I like about the Zion 3 is it has a drop-in midsole. So it's really reminiscent of older Kobe shoes. So definitely a plus. I haven't tried a pair on, but I heard the sizing's a little off for this shoe. Moving on, so the Crazy Infinity, you'll see in a bit, there's a lot of colorways and they're all really sitting. So I don't think we need to spend too much time on this winter gold colorway. Jordan Airship Diffuse Blue. Now this actually reminds me of one of the PEs that came out last year. Jordan Brand's really trying to push the PEs this year. So this is a pretty good looking shoe in my opinion. Unfortunately, this is the type of stuff that's gonna sit. If there's no collaboration to it, there's really no hype. But I think this is just a super clean colorway, right? You could wear it with a pair of jeans that are this like denim blue color and can't go wrong. This is a great shoe. Definitely something that'll go into retail and go and eBay. So make sure to check those places out. Let's see if you get a better deal. Retail's $140. Moving on, Hello Kitty. Now it seems like every animation studio, every cartoon, every brand wants to do some sort of Crocs collab. This is no different. This is the Hello Kitty Crocs. They dropped a huge collection. There's, I think, a heel Croc, but we're not going to focus on that. Let's just talk about this one right here. Pretty clean. I like I'm not a big Hello Kitty guy. I think I'm not the right demographic of users or target audience for this shoe, but it's pretty clean. I think if I had to choose between Hello Kitty collaborations, I think the Presto is a much better Hello Kitty shoe. But those are not too bad, $70. Next, we have the Salomon XT4 OG in this typography print. It's gonna be 2 shoes. Not really a collab. It's more of a GR. Nothing too special here. Retails $220. So if you guys are into that Salomon hype, they're pretty expensive. And if you guys don't know this brand, they're like a hiking outdoor shoe brand. But yeah, $220 is pretty steep in my opinion. For something that's not too special, right? This typography upper design is nice, but for the price, I think they usually retail for around $200, $220. Moving on, we have this shoe that was pretty under the radar, the Air Jordan 3 White Red Stardust. This only dropped in grade school sizes, but if I didn't know any better, I would have thought this was maybe a Chinese New Year collaboration or theme shoe. I like the subtle hints of that floral on the inner liner plus the outer pink elephant print. Like this is a pretty nice shoe. I could see a lot of ladies and kids wear this colorway. It's a pretty nice shoe. Good introduction to Jordan brand or Jordans if your kids don't have a pair ready. But these will retail for $160. So it is a pretty steep shoe, but it's a very different Jordan 3. Something you don't really see on a day-to-day basis. Moving on. Next, we have the Curry Flow 11. Now, these drop in a 2-pack. So we have the current model, which is the Curry 11 Flowtro, which is his newest or highest performance model pair. And then if you click into it, there's actually a whole collection. And they also have this 4. So this is just a retro. I don't think this is a Flowtro, or they're calling, sometimes they call it a Flowtro, which is like Protro from Nike, but $150. But let's just look at this one right here. So it's called Championship Mindset or Champion Mindset. You see gold with the subtle hints of Golden State Warrior colors. Pretty clean. I'm not a Warriors fan. Obviously, I'm wearing a Laker jersey. Pretty clean color. I do really like Curry, and they're really trying to emphasize the 4 rings he has right here with this campaign. But this is, I've been waiting for a good colorway of the Curry 11s. This might be the one I pull the trigger on. They didn't really sell out on release day. And I've heard if this is like the Curry 10s and 9s, I'm probably gonna size up half, but I have wide feet. Okay, now we're on to Saturday. Saturday is where we have most of the releases. Let's see, this is what we talked about earlier. The Mercurial football / soccer boot. Now this is the OG. Finally, we're seeing a return. I believe these didn't drop everywhere. Most boutiques had these, but I think the official Nike release hasn't happened just yet. Retail is $180. These did sell out at a lot of the boutiques that I checked, but this is just a clean colorway for any OGs out there. So this is just the Air Max Plus OG. Jordan 2. Jordan's still trying to push the Jordan 2 silhouette to everyone. Hoping they put it back in the vault because it doesn't seem like the Jordan 2s have caught on with the regular consumers out there. But this one's called Python. I swear the one from last week, the women's one, could also be called Python, but this one's the official Python colorway. I feel like the color schemes are pretty good here, right? I like that slightly aged midsole, the black heel with the contrast of white. It looks clean, just not for $175. It's a little too much in my opinion. And depending on the leather, it might be a little stiff, but this is something I could see at the Nike clearance store for like $100. So if I do see it in person, I'll try to do a review for you guys, but clean colorway, just a little expensive. Moving on. So this shoe is pretty special because this is a collaboration with a blind skater named Dan. And yeah, I think that's the only story. I don't truly know the storytelling behind it. But I'm also not a skater, so this one doesn't really resonate with me. It does seem like one thing I noticed is it has sold out at a lot of skate shops. These only released at skate shops for the initial release. I believe we're going to see a whole Adidas official release later on. But for now, these have sold out. I don't know if it's super limited or whatnot, but big story here. This was a collaboration with a blind professional skater. So that's pretty cool. Next. Okay. Next, we have this SoulGoods. So SoulGoods is, I believe, also a skate shop or a boutique in China. So they're also doing a Jordan Airship. Now we're seeing a collaboration, and these seem to be a China exclusive. So I don't think they're available. I didn't see them anywhere on release day. Yeah, see, now official released. Yeah, only in China, 150. Wish there was better product images, these images, but it's a mostly brown shoe. I wish there was better product images. Mostly brown, that logo, hairy suede on the toe box or the mudguard. Oh, I'm not the biggest fan. Well, let's put it that way. Moving on, and you know, quick note, there wasn't any big releases from all the brands this week. This was a pretty underwhelming week. By next week, we're gonna get all the big Chinese New Year releases from Jordan brand. This week we get this Jordan 1 GORE-TEX, which if you love Jordan 1, you definitely need to get a pair of GORE-TEX so you can wear it year round. And you know, the traction on Jordan 1s are the best, so you won't be slipping everywhere. But this is just, you know, a good fall colorway. I feel like this should have came out maybe fall a few months back, and then this is something you could wear all the way up until February, March, but not a bad colorway. I think the nickname we have here is Legend Coffee, so that's a pretty legendary nickname or colorway for a shoe. And then the last two releases are nothing too special, right? These are just Jordan 1 Low Dune Red. These are the definition or the pinnacle of a GR sneaker from Jordan brand. Just a regular Jordan 1 with the Jumpman accents, nothing OG, and you just have all red colorway. So leather looks decent right here. I wonder if it's soft, but if not, it's kind of artificially textured to look soft. Nothing special here. And the last release, which we kind of mentioned earlier, the Crazy Infinity. So there are so many Crazy Infinities now, and they just sit. After that first colorway, that chalk colorway, every colorway afterwards hasn't really sold out, and they've actually been on sale. So this just released. This is the charcoal colorway. This is the Wonder Gold. Some smaller sizes either sold out or it was never available. I see. And now I even get these honey cashback deals, $16 if I purchase a pair. Let's see, all black. See this all black one already on sale. What is that? 25% off. And Stormtrooper. This one's probably one of my favorites. I had the chalk pair. So comparing the chalk to this, they're up there. Those are probably my two favorite colorways. It's an extremely bulky shoe. It's a little hard to wear in my opinion, but I still need to drop a video on this shoe, my reviews and thoughts. But yeah, that's all we have for this week. Not many big releases. As I said, next week we're gonna see all the big releases for Chinese New Year. So stay tuned. Make sure if you wanna kind of go through this list on your own, check out the video description. I'll have a link there. And if you guys have any thoughts on this week's releases, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. But thank you guys as always, and see you guys next week.